this summer. The Mayor's Cup of Dance is coming to New York City, a battle of the cities. And I know these kids are going to go so crazy when they find out what they have the chance to be a part of. All five boroughs all get a chance to go to the championship to see who is the best dancers in New York City. And that will come with ultimate prizes. Lord knows whether you might end up dancing in the middle of the Barclays Center in a Nets game. Who knows what the grand prize might be? But each one of the boroughs will have a borough representative, which will be the team leader. Meaning that I sat down and I spoke to Fabolous and Mano last night. I'm trying to get them to represent for Brooklyn. I made a couple calls out to for Bronx representatives. I'm thinking like Cardi B, Fat Joe. I got to look forward to some Queens representatives. Maybe looking to call out Nas, Nori, maybe some people from the younger generation. I think this is going to be fun. We got a chance to actually go to City Hall and talk about everything that's going on. Nice little banter back and forth to who's the best borough. Well, we all know Harlem would be the best representative, even though Harlem is not its own borough. We are part of Manhattan, and we will be representing Manhattan. Each borough will have their own tryouts or their own pre-tournaments, which will determine who is the team that's going to the actual Mayor's Cup, and it'll be 5 teams from each borough that would be represented by a team leader, and that's going to be somebody that you're used to seeing on television. I'm very excited. As we know, dance is like unanimous with New York City. The way we walk, the way we talk is like we dancing. Everybody in New York knows how to dance. Break dancing is a very big part of hip hop culture, and what I've been telling people with this new dance, the drill and the sturdy and all these things, it gives me the same energy that it was when breakdancing, but they didn't have the outlets that these kids have now when it comes to dancing. Breakdancing didn't shine a light on it. There was so many different things that had, you know what I mean? But now the way things are moving, there's the same energy that we're getting because it's so infectious. As you can see, all walks of life are actually getting sturdy out there. When you look on a TikTok and you look on this and things like that, and now they're doing this little I want to rock dance, like the Jersey Newark people been doing for a minute. So dance is infectious, and this is the art that we bring into the table for these kids and for these grown-ups to just enjoy themselves this summer. So I'm looking forward to this actually dance competition, and not to mention dance is going to the Olympics, the next Olympics, I believe. So dance is going up right now. So I think that we definitely onto something here. The kids something constructive to do besides running in the streets. I mean, it's hard to get out of the streets, but if you have something to do constructive while you playing outside and things like that, then it becomes a different Skype of the outcome of what they may be involved in later on in life and things like that. There's no difference from why we put our kids on sports teams. It's about the camaraderie. It's about the fellowship. It's teaching them how to communicate with one another and the things that might come out of that. And it's the same thing that dance represents. And yes, it's a way for these kids to get out of the streets, get out of the streets and see something different in life. Dance can take you all around the world. As you're an artist, if you're a dancer, it's no different from being a rapper or acting, things like that. Our art takes us everywhere. So, this is something the kids can learn aside from the education that they need to have to make it in this world. It's called the Mayor's Cup for dance. And the Mayor's Cup is something that happens in every sport. So there's a Mayor's Cup for basketball, there's a Mayor's Cup for soccer, you know what I mean? And the Mayor's Cup for dance is something that I'll be heavily involved in helping these kids and bringing this thing to fruition this summer. So I tip my hat to the mayor, tip my hat to all his efforts and everything he is doing in the city, everything that he's helped to accomplish in the city. And I know it's can't change everything overnight, but every step forward is a step closer,
What's the chances you collaborate with Drake this year? He's the
Man,
honorary diplomat.
I would hope the chances are high. Shouts to Drizzy. Shouts to the whole OVO, man. Shouts to my man Capo, my man Chubbs. Great experience, man. I'll be able to co-headline with Drizzy Drake at the Apollo in our own hometown of Harlem. I don't think it gets bigger than that for anybody. If you've been to Apollo, it's an up close and personal type of thing. So just that whole event was dope, man. Shouts to them boys again. Shouts to Future the Prince, man, for definitely putting us in the loop and handling us like stars, man. I appreciate that. Because it's one thing I love about music is being able to give people the truth and being able to keep the truth up to date and things like that. And not just in the past, thing that's going on in the present that everybody can understand. This is what keeps the youngsters engaged when they know what you talk when you know what you're talking about out here. And this, as much as we would say we've been in this music so long, but this is a young game, and not to say that us being of our age are not allowed to do music. I'm just talking about the feeling, the movement, how it moves, and things like that. You know what I mean? So to have the youngsters still engaged is a big thing, especially for me where I'm at in my career right now. But I love the music. I'm at a place right now where I feel like, oh, I wish it would. They don't play with me when it comes to that booth. You heard? Don't sell yourself short, man. Might be the last time you want to go in the booth if you play with me right now. I'm just being honest. I don't usually do this. I'm pretty humble when it comes to music, but people be playing like I don't be going crazy in that. But I'm gonna leave it like that.